Prayer is not the time where we convince God to do something for us. Prayer is the time where God convinces us that He can do something for us. It is a privilege to pray. God convincing us, God persuading us. That is called faith. The Greek word faith, pistis. If you go and see the Strong's definition of the word pistis, the word is divine persuasion. So faith is not a muscle that you flex and show God how much faith you have got. Faith is God flexing His muscle on your behalf and you seeing it and like, wow, He can do this. That the divine persuasion upon your heart is faith, pistis. Persuasion in our context, the example would be, have you ever got a call from sales marketing guy who wants you to get a credit card? So if you allow him to speak, he is trying to persuade you. Sir, if you take this card, you have this benefit, you have this benefit, you have this benefit. You can be a debtor all through your life. He won't say that, right? But he'll tell you this benefit you'll have, that benefit you'll have, so many reward points, you can claim it here in this. So he keeps speaking, and in 20 minutes, if you're signing the form, that means persuasion has reached its fullness. So how did that process of persuasion happen? Because you're listening to God. And when you listen, God influences your heart and He brings forth. He births something out of you. And that is faith. Divine faith is not something you muster up and you show God that you believe. But honestly, think about it. God gets down to the level of Abraham, says, bring a ram, bring this, cut this thing, do this sacrifice. It's the language of Abraham that God speaks. It is a process of God persuading Abraham to make him believe that he can do this for you. We don't even give time for God to persuade us. As much as He is good in persuading, it's important that you don't cut the call. You keep the connection on. You keep speaking to Him and you allow Him to speak to you. If you stay in His presence, He can persuade you to a point where He'll make you believe what He is able to do in that situation. That is faith, and the process in which He persuades you and invites you to speak about what He wants in that situation is prayer. So prayer is not a divine obligation, but a divine invitation for you to co-labor with Him. Look at somebody and say, it is not divine obligation, but a divine invitation for you to co-labor with God to bring His purposes on earth.